All right, so let's take a look at number one. First of all, how do we define slope in the sense of um, we use two words, actually three words. Yeah, rise over run. So when we look at number one, we've been given 2 points here. So how can I find slope using just a graph? Yeah. So you're saying I should draw a triangle up and then across like this? Okay. So which one is going to be the rise, the up and down or the side to side? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what's the run? 2. So this slope is 7 over 2. How do I know if it's positive or negative? What do you mean I go up? So do I read a graph left to right or right to left? Left to right, right? So if I start over here on the left side and I start on the line and I follow the line, if I go up as I go right, then that means it's positive. So right here in this space, you're going to put 7/2. Looking at number 2, what do I know about this one immediately? It's negative because left to right, it's going down, right? So I know it's going to be negative. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to draw the right triangle. How much does this rise? 3, I heard. And how much does it run? 1. Can I reduce this? I could reduce this to not just 3, but -3. You could leave it as -3 over 1. That would still count you as correct. But if you want, you can put just simply -3 right here. Now, these are the ones that we haven't really spent a whole lot of time with. When we look at these, how do I tell which side is the rise, the X or the Y? The Y. The Y is the rise. It's the one that goes up and down. So I like to write the word rise over it and then write the word run over the X. How do I... You said it's -3 over what? Over what? I'm sorry? The rise part is -3. How do you find that out? So the change from here to here is -3. And the change from here to here is -3. And the change from here to here is -3. That's right. Good job. What's the run then? 2. And how do I figure that out? On this side, it's +2. And we've already defined slope as rise over run. So if this side's +2, +2, +2, then it has to be -3/2. Good job. All right, and how about this one? What do we think here? What's the change from here to here? You think it's -1? In a way, you're kind of right. -1 would turn into a minus negative turns into a plus positive. So this is actually +1. And we can just check each time it's going up 1. The other one is +4. So what's the slope of this one? 1/4. Very good. This is 1/4. You would just type in 1/4 right here. All right, now this one said this is a different type of question. We haven't had this yet. It says each table or coordinate plane below represents a line. Determine which 2 lines have the same slope. So how am I going to do that? You got to figure out the slope on all of them. That's right. So this one's going to be what? +2. And then this one's going to be -4. So what's the slope of this one here? 2/4, and it's negative. And then I want to make sure I reduce this. So let's go ahead and reduce it. What's it going to reduce to? -1/2. Very good. And then this one, is it positive or negative? This one's negative as well. This one's also -2/4. So this one also has to be -1/2. Now the directions said determine which two have the same slope, right? What do I notice right away about these two? They got the same slope, so I'm definitely going to select these two. Should I keep going? So let's check. Let's find out. What's the slope of this one? Is it positive or negative? Negative. It has a rise of 2 and a run of 1. So this one is -2/1. How about from here to here? What's the rise? What's this here? +1. What's this one here? +2. So if we do the rise on top, which is the rise again? The X or the Y? The Y. So this is going to be 2/1, but it's positive. And then how about this one? This one is positive. What's the rise? And the run? So this is 2/4, which would reduce to 1/2. So notice how they're all really close to each other. Like this one's positive 1/2, this one's +2, this one's -2, this one's -1/2, this one's -1/2. A lot of times tests will do that to you and give you a bunch of answers that are really close to each other, so you have to go through and figure out all of them, but we know that it's these first two, so you should click the boxes for those two there. And it may randomize them on your paper, so make sure you're selecting the same ones that I'm selecting. Go ahead and click submit. You should get a perfect score.